just watched Black Clover episode 3, and it was by far the better episode than episode 1 and 2. It had pretty much everything a good episode needed. It was, I think, to me, in my opinion, like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. It was honestly just an overall good episode. Now, the first half of this episode is setting up Asta and Yuno to depart from where they're at now, from their church, from their home, to go take the Magic Knights entrance exams, which is kind of, similar to the Naruto, exams, the tuning exams and whatnot. So the fact that they got to take a certain exams too, to get to that level of being a Magic Knight than a Wizard King is similar, but interesting nonetheless. I always love these type of tournaments. That's how I look at them. They're like tournaments, and each anime, each manga has a tournament. One Piece did it in a short version. Naruto did it. Hunter x Hunter technically did it. The exams kind of count as tournaments. Pretty much most anime slash mangas have done a tournament if it is shonen. So with that being said, I am actually interested and really glad that they're doing a type of tournament style arc. This is probably going to be our first arc. The Magic Knights entrance exams. I'm highly doubt they're going to just skip past this, because at the end of the episode it said that Asta and Yuno are going to have to face many strong opponents there, and I'm just ready. Okay, now again, the first half of this episode were basically, like I said, setting up Asta and Yuno to go and depart from where they're at to the Magic Knights entrance exams. While this is all happening, Asta and Yuno are training religiously, okay? It gets to the point where Asa's like, using his big, huge sword that he got from his grimoire. Mind you, he still don't know how to use magic. That's weird to me. He gets a grimoire, but he doesn't know how to use magic. I mean, I guess he is just a demon, you know what I'm saying? But it's weird. It's super weird, because in the beginning of this episode, before everything happened, we see this big, huge demon. I mean, using a laser beam out his mouth, fucking destroying a town. The next thing you know, we see the Wizard King. The Wizard King is teleporting with his grimoire. Like, he's disappearing into like a ball, like a yellow ball with his grimoire. I'm believing it's his grimoire, and then he appears out of nowhere and he's fucking up the demon to the point where he do this blast and the demon is just gone. I'm like, wow. So I believe they said many generations have passed since the Wizard King, and then we saw like the current Wizard King, in my opinion. I mean, not in my opinion, we did see the current Wizard King, but we saw him. And I'm wondering, does he have similar powers, or was that just the first Wizard King? Because the Wizard King, like, I think he had the four-leaf Clover grimoire. So I'm wondering if the current Wizard King has that. I'm pretty sure that's not the same, because they said generations of Wizard Kings. You know what I'm saying? He was the first. He was the legend. So I'm just curious as to what's going to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? What power does the Wizard King have? Because that power there was OP. I mean, he's teleporting like he was fucking up the demon. And the demon was huge, and he did it with ease. I mean, ease. I'm not saying that was the strongest demon, but it's just kind of weird how we see that, and then next thing you know, we see Asta, who is technically a demon because he has the 5-leaf Clover grimoire, and the 5-leaf represents demon. You know what I'm saying? His sword just screams demon. You feel me? So that was just really interesting. I really can't wait till we see more about that and more about the the origin of the Wizard King, how, why, where. But it's not time for that. It's time for Asta and Yuno. So Yuno is training as well. He was going to stop, but then he was like, no, I think Asta's going in hard, and he's at 1,000. Asta's already at 1,500. They're literally competing without even being there together. You know what I'm saying? They're training on their own. And I remember Asta was running to the church, and just started running out of nowhere. This made me laugh so hard, because they were literally competing without even competing with each other. Like, Asta's running, like, oh, you're not about to get there, before me. No. And then they get there at the same time. Nash says Yuno is faster. Obviously, he's biased towards Yuno and not Asta, because Asta can't use magic powers. So everybody still talks down to him, even though he has his own grimoire and whatnot. And then Asta, he said, I'm gonna race you inside the church. They're already like 5 steps, inside the church almost. Just uses his wind power and then goes in. He's like, I went childish. And I said that literally. And then the character, I forget one of the little girl's name, but she was like, can be childish sometimes. He's just a childish cat. He's a childish cat to me, you know what I'm saying? But I still like to do. Asta is training, and I remember Nash goes up to him, and he sees him kind of like break down. I believe it was either like a tree or like some cinder blocks or some type of shit, but he sees them break it down with a sword, and he kind of like puts his faith and his hope into Asta. He's like, if somehow, some ways, magically, you do somehow become a magic knight, then I'm gonna become a magic knight. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, that's it, because Asta doesn't have magic power, so it's kind of like, how are you going to become a magic knight if you can't even use magic? Like, you literally are defeating the purpose magic knight. I feel like how everybody's thinking, you know what I'm saying? But on top of that, they will miss Asta, you know what I'm saying? Because also in the first half of the episode, Father was talking to the Tower Master as well as Sister, and he's like, are you sure you're gonna let Asta go? And the Tower Master's like, yeah, he said he wants to go. He's like, are you sure though? I'm pretty sure Yuno will be fine, but Asta, he's not gonna, The Tower Master's like, yes, I know that, but he said he wants to go. But are you sure? Like, they literally went back and forth to the point where it got to the point, Father just is going to miss Asta. He's going to miss his bright personality. He's going to miss everything about, Asta. You know what I'm saying? He knows Yuno's going to go, but he's like, well, okay, if Asta goes, he's just going to fail and come right back. So, it's fine. It's whatever. It's crazy because even though he is annoying, Asta even though he is annoying and whatever, he rubs off in a good way to Father and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He literally yelled at Nash, and Nash literally closed his ears. So that tells you that this character is meant to be annoying. He's meant to be obnoxious. He's meant to be loud. You know what I'm saying? If the characters in the anime see that, then why drop it because of that? You feel me? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't click. They leave, they depart. It's a long way until the Magic Council. I believe it's called the Magic Council. And then they just kind of like depart. And it takes like, I don't know how many days, but they just went through a long road, I believe, because they had to get fishes. And throughout the whole, journey, fucking Yuno was one-upping Asta every time. Like, it was just Asta, you know what I'm saying? Asta, and using his magic powers, but like, since he can use it, why not? You feel me? They're still rivals, you know what I'm saying? They were still running. Asta was just trying to get there, but he had to realize like it takes time. Like, I believe it took like good 3 days. I saw him sleeping like at least twice. You feel me? So I'm gonna say it took like 2 to 3 days. They finally get there. They walk up, and next thing you know, it starts. So I don't know if the Magic Knights entrance exam starts next week, but if it does, I'm ready. This is cool. The amount of flashbacks also used in this episode was just great. Like I said, it was just an overall good episode. We also saw flashback, like I said, of Asta, and when he was a king, he was getting fixed up by Sister Lily. And was just kind of like there. He told her, you know what I'm saying? Like, he fought for me and whatnot. So I think that's why she sees so much in because she said maybe it's because Asta's so like outgoing, so that got so powerful. And I'm like, that's exactly it. You know what I'm saying? Sees the strength, he sees the hope, and he sees the faith in Asta, and that only made him get stronger. Period. And you know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much it for this review. This episode was just great. I can't wait for next week. I'll let you guys know what I'm going to be doing as far as more videos and whatnot. But that's pretty much it. Stay tuned, and see you guys later.